Hello, Mary Farias here with 5 minutes is better than nothing of personal development. What are you doing with your 5 minutes extra that you have throughout the day? I bet you can find 5 minutes to just read one page and then think about it and begin applying it. And that's what I'm doing with my book, How to Study Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. All I do is read one page to you, and then I talk about it and put it into action. So that's all we're doing. So we just finished chapter 7 on organized planning. And at the end of each chapter, since this is my book, How to Study Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich, I provide notes on how to study that chapter. So I'm going to read you my notes on how to study this chapter, and then we'll chat about it. So, notes on how to study chapter 7. Hill takes significant time in this chapter to urge us to take an honest inventory of ourselves. He takes care not only to provide us with the fundamental attributes of leadership, but also the 30 major causes of failure in leadership. This is the time to take an honest look at how we are showing up. Are we exuding the characteristics of a good leader? Are we setting ourselves apart by creating a thriving world around us? Or are we simply getting lost in competition with others? As Wallace D. Wattles tells us in The Science of Getting Rich, keep your mind at home. The personal inventory that Hill provides in this chapter demonstrates each of the causes of failure in leadership and what they have to do with the leader and his or her development from within, and just about nothing else except for a few outside circumstances that he mentions. Everything is from within. In the companion videos and resources, I take you through a discussion of the major attributes of leadership, as well as the major causes of failure. We also discuss the self-analysis questions that Hill shares with us. This chapter is long, but it's also chock full of information on how to move forward. So I urge you, as you go through this chapter, begin to really focus on answering the question that Hill asks of us. We have to make sure that to set us apart in life, we are thinking about moving forward, thinking about creation versus competition. When we think competing against others, we are staying put. When we are thinking about creation, we are moving forward. And that is key. We are here to grow. And when we are moving forward and growing, we are in harmony with the laws of the universe. We either grow or we disintegrate. That's really all it is. So if your profession is moving forward at rapid clips and you're just staying still, you're moving actually backwards in comparison to your profession. So if we are not actively moving forward, we are moving backwards and sliding backwards. And the key here is to understand that we need to not compete with others, but compete with ourselves. Compete with the best version of ourselves. How am I showing up today? How am I moving forward today? How am I serving more today? What else can I do to serve more? That's really what it comes down to, because he talks about the law of compensation, the law of cause and effect throughout this chapter, and we must give before we can get. We cannot feel the heat from the fire if we don't put any wood on the fire. We need to put the wood in first, which means we have to give first in order to receive. And that is the key. So really take this chapter seriously. A lot of people don't like to do these self-analyses, but they are important. They're so important because if we can honestly answer ourselves in these types of questions, we can see where we're meeting at a deficit and see where we are thriving and see where we can move forward. It's only going to help you and the people that you serve. So cheers to chapter 7, and tomorrow we move on to chapter 8. Have a great day. Bye.